What's up, guys? Today I just want us to talk. We're not challenging any mainstream narrative, just want us to talk. Because it's something that I see with a lot of people, something I see with a lot of people that I want to call out today. Not in a sense of challenging it necessarily, more like creating an awareness and wanting people to do better. And this is the whole idea of not giving grace to those closest to you. And what do I mean by this? Someone in your family could wrong you, and a stranger, maybe from your workplace, might wrong you. People will naturally tend to feel more inclined to forgive the stranger and will be maybe they've done the same thing. Yeah, you'll feel more, it will be easier to forgive the stranger than it will be to forgive your family member. Why? Because in the mind of a human, you're thinking, because of the relationship that this person and I have, they should have known better. So just because of that idea alone, it makes the mistake they did seem intentional or premeditated, or it makes it seem like something that is coming from a point of ignorance, or they didn't want to do better by you, so they did it regardless of their feelings for you. So you tend to recognize that as a bigger evil compared to a stranger who has literally done the same mistake to you. And that's the thing I want us to address, because it creates a lot of riffraff in a lot of riffraff and a lot of division in people who could have been friends, close family members. And funny thing, if you look at these petty family differences people have, they all originated from this type of thing. Maybe someone did something to their relative, and years and years and years have passed. They still have this beef. One brother did something to another brother. Years and years have passed. They've never gotten along. To a point where they've gotten older, they've had kids, have had their entire families, and still the two don't interact. And maybe they even moved to different parts of the world. That's how wide of a rift uh, exists between them. And even then, even in marriages, your wife, your husband does one wrong thing to you, and you can't tolerate it. Your boss or your secretary or someone from your workplace has a habit of doing the same thing, but because they're not your wife, you're like, so good, it's all good. And that's the thing I want us to address, because I want us to see if there is any validity to it. And I said it varies on a case to case basis, because there are some things that are indeed premeditated, because um, that's the only way they could be. For instance, like cheating in a committed relationship, that's a decision someone took to act out of whatever desire they had and go against the other person. Or something like say for instance, there are things that are clearly premeditated, but I want us to focus on the petty ones, because I am African, clearly, obviously. But when you get to hear some of the wars or some of the grudges, disagreements that exist in families that have created tension for years and years, they are such petty issues. But none of these two parties want to be the higher man. What do you call it? The higher man, yes. The one to seek reconciliation, the one to seek accountability, to take accountability first. None of them want that. Oh, they wronged me, they must do this. Oh, the other one wronged me, they must do this. That's the thing I want us to stop. It creates so much tension, so much hatred, where there shouldn't be any. Because can you imagine two different families cropping up from these two people who have had this violent disagreement, and it is passed on to their children, their children's children, and you have generations of families that are at war with one another, disagreeing over petty things. Why is it so hard to reconcile these things? It's because humanity does not love to give grace where it is deserved. You might think the stranger deserves your good graces, but doesn't the person you love, care for, been with deserve more good graces? I mean, think about it. Unless you can clearly point out that this was clearly done out of ill intent. They premeditated it, they planned it, and they executed it. Unless you can prove that was the case, 9 out of 10 times, you're just blinded by your entitlement. And what is entitlement? This is the entitlement of, they are my friend, they should not wrong me at any one point. They are my brother, they should not wrong me at any one point. Well, guess what? Get out of your delusion. They're human beings. Nobody's perfect. People make mistakes. You forgive them. That's what happens. Do you understand? And when they come seek forgiveness, assuming they decide to be the one to take reconciliation first, you better accept it. And I'm not imposing it. Of course, it matters what was done to you, but be objective enough to understand that the people you love, the people that are closest to you, they deserve more good graces compared to strangers. And I think the more we recognize that, it will make us a better people. It might look like I'm asking you to tolerate disrespect from people closest to you, but that's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to be objective enough to sit back and ask yourself, am I acting out of entitlement and imposing an impossible standard on this person? Or was the thing they did actually intentional and and had ill intent into it? Because if you look at it from that angle, you'll realize most of the time it's their imperfections that you're not willing to forgive. They wronged you not intentionally, but just out of a mistake. But because you have imposed such an impossible standard, and what is this impossible standard? The impossible standard that because they're your friend, that because they're your mother, they're your father, they're your child, they're your sibling, they should not wrong you. Well, that's an impossible standard to hold because humanity in of itself is not perfect. At some point, mistakes are going to be made. And that impossible standard is born out of an entitlement because you think the relationship that the two of you have warrants you to be on their good graces every single time, and it warrants perfection from them. Who the hell do you think you are, God? Only God has the capacity to impose that, and even then, He doesn't. He understands you're imperfect. So who the hell do you think you are to impose perfection upon someone else? Oh, because they're my mom, they should not wrong me, they should know I'm their child. Who the hell told you your mom was perfect? And who the hell told you for a fact that it is impossible for your mom to do a mistake? They've done it to other people. Why the hell think they can't do it to you just because you're their child? Their humanity still applies to you. So that's the thing I want us to recognize. Get out of the delusion of that high horse of wanting to be pleased by everyone you love to a point of imposing this impossible standard to them. So much to a point that if they wrong you, you're not willing to forgive, you're not willing to listen, you're not willing to compromise. Stop it. Stop it. Be better. Sit back, be objective about it, and actually ask yourself, was this intentional? Did it have ill intent into it? What were the circumstances? Is it something worth getting angry over? Is it something worth ending the relationship over before you make any decision? And that being said, I hope you're wiser for listening to this video. And please go think about what I've said. It will help you reconcile a lot of relationships that you've broken. Have a nice time.